Virgo, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan Hill from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Virgo love reading. In this Virgo reading today, we are going to take a look at your romantic person of interest and how they really feel about you here in March 2025. Then I'm going to look at what they're thinking about you, what their intentions are toward you, and what their most likely actions are going to be as we move through March 2025. Then I'm going to get you some advice from the universe on how to navigate the situation you're finding yourself in with this person, kind of what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how you should play it so it works out in the way that's best for you and your own greatest good. So let's get started with this Virgo reading. Let's get 3 cards for how does Virgo's romantic person of interest really feel about Virgo here in March 2025, please. Okay. Let's see here. I know you just saw me flip a card right side up. I don't read reversals, so when they come out upside down, I just turn them right side up. I usually don't notice it unless I get screamed at, but I noticed it that time. But I'm just pointing that out so nobody flames me in the comments. Underlying this person's feelings about you, Virgo, 4 of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. This is holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. Behind that, I have the 2 of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This is a love connection between the 2 of you. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected. But it is a 2, and 2s represent choices. So this is some sort of a choice about the connection. Sometimes this can represent a choice between more than one connection here. But this idea of not wanting to let go of a connection. I have Death behind it, which is Scorpio's major arcana card. This is an ending to something. This is something dying. There's usually a painful transition period following the ending, or a painful transformation takes place following the ending. But this is some sort of an ending happening to the connection, and them not wanting to let go of it is what that looks like to me. That's underlying their feelings for you, Virgo. What came out in their feelings: Ace of Pentacles, Temperance, and the 3 of Wands. It's interesting to note that I'm looking at a person's feelings, their emotions, and I don't have a single cup card out here, not a single one. I've got 2 Pentacles and some Wands and some major arcana energy of like trying to recombine, but no love is showing up here, which is a little odd. Ace of Pentacles is a new physical opportunity presenting itself. It's some tangible opportunity, something I can touch. It's not an idea or a concept. It's a thing that I can touch. And there's some physical opportunity here, foremost in their feelings. An opportunity probably related to the connection with you. Yeah, I didn't go quite deep enough. Okay, I didn't go deep enough. Let me pause here. Put this back for a second. Behind this idea of holding on to a connection that's dead and like it's died and I don't want to let go of it, I've got the Lovers and the King of Cups. So this could either be a choice about the connection again, or a choice between lovers, but this is them feeling like a powerful connection to you and having all these emotions here with the King of Cups that they may not be expressing. Like this can be someone who loves you and isn't telling you. They don't wear their heart on their sleeve. This could also be someone going through emotional turmoil and they don't tell you, and you can't really pick that vibe up off of them because they're pretty good at keeping it to themselves. But we've got this painful transition period after the ending of the connection. Like I've got Death smack dab in the center of the 2 of Cups and the Lovers here. So like that's the major and minor arcana versions of that same energy. And then them having all these feelings they're not expressing. And then behind that even, geez, I got Justice, the Tower, the 10 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. So Justice would be a Libra major arcana energy. This would indicate that something unfair or unjust is happening. And this is the need to correct that, or wanting to correct this unfair thing that's happened. Whatever that unfair thing is, it led to the Tower, which is the collapse of the connection, the collapse of a belief system about the connection, or about love itself even, especially when I've got 10 of Cups with it. This would be like the happily ever after and then the collapse of that. So whether that means the collapse of the connection between the 2 of you happened, or the collapse of their beliefs about love in general happened. There's some collapse here, which again is like pointing back to the death card. It's like something ended here and they don't feel right about the way that it ended. And it's almost like I had everything and lost it. And then I've got Six of Cups right behind that, which is Scorpio energy of the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the way it used to be. It could be something from the past coming back up again or happening again, someone from the past. If you guys have had a breakup, you would qualify as the someone from the past, but this is probably them stuck in the nostalgia of it all after having lost it. It's what that looks like. And I think they've got this feeling here of a new physical opportunity presenting itself with you. And then Temperance would be Sagittarius major arcana energy. This would indicate something is like out of balance. This is like a recalibrating kind of an energy, like trying to like get something that's way out of balance, bring it back to being, evened out again the way that it's supposed to be. In tarot, love is represented by water, and here the water, the love, has been separated into two different cups, and this angel is recombining it back together. So this can be reconciliation, like feeling like an opportunity for reconciliation with you because I don't want to let go of you. There's clearly been an ending, and they're resisting the ending is what's happening here. Next, I have the Three of Wands. Like this Temperance card is a patience kind of an energy. And the Three of Wands is Aries energy of essentially waiting on something. This would be like, I know what I want already. And I've already started taking steps down the path that I believe leads me to the thing that I want. And I believe what I want is going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet. So this is an energy of like waiting on it to like appear in reality, essentially. Okay, that's their feelings about you, Virgo. Let's take a look at this person's thoughts about you. What's this person thinking about Virgo here in March 2025, please? Well, thinking about a decision, that's for sure. What's underlying their thinking is the Empress. This is the mother of the tarot deck. She's always pregnant, so she's always giving birth to something. In a love reading, she represents the birth of something new, as in like the birth of a new connection. Sometimes she can represent the rebirth of a connection when one has died, and this would be like rebirthing it. I think that's what's going on. They're thinking about rebirthing it. That's like underlying their thinking. So Eight of Swords is also with that Gemini energy of thinking about something over and over and over again on this repeating loop in their mind where they can't quite shut their mind off about it. The person on the card's blindfolded, which means I don't have all the answers here. I don't have all the information. I can't see it all. And it's about not wanting to make a mistake. I'm not sure what's the safe move to make here, and I don't want to make a mistake. So that usually causes a person to loop something in their head, and they get stuck grinding on it because they're trying to fill in the blanks, and they're trying to figure out what to do. But this is like, not a pleasant energy to be in. I got 10 of Pentacles behind it, which is Virgo energy. This is about two people or two families combining all their assets and resources together to make this stable, abundant, prosperous home life. This is like building a life together. I usually get this card for people when they live together or when they're getting married or when they are married or something along those lines, going down that kind of a path. And now they're thinking really, really hard about rebirthing this and combining lives together, probably recombining lives together is what it looks like. I got Queen of Cups in the background. I saw them as King of Cups, having all these emotions that they're not expressing, and then here in the background of their thinking is you as the person that they get love and emotions from, that they have love and emotions for. But notice the Queen of Cups has a lid on her cup. She's the only character in the deck that has a lid on her cup, and she does that as a way to protect her emotions from getting contaminated. She doesn't want anything getting in her emotions and causing her some sort of harm. But what she really wants to do is take the lid off the cup and pour her love into someone. She's just guarded and hesitant. I think that could be a reason why that they're stuck grinding on it. They're trying to make some kind of a decision because what's out here in their thinking is Two of Pentacles, King of Wands, Two of Wands. So I've got this King of Wands, which would be like Leo or Aries, or excuse me, Sagittarius energy. This is like a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person that knows what they want, and they don't take no for an answer. They don't let little obstacles stop them. This is like, I'm going to find a way to get what I want, or I'm going to make a way to get what I want kind of an energy. Like very driven, determined, motivated, ambitious. It's also the pinnacle of the wand suit, and the wand is the phallic symbol of the deck. So it represents the male you-know-what, sexual energy, all that fun stuff. And this is the pinnacle of that suit. So it's also someone who's driven and motivated by passion and desire, and probably has quite a bit of passion and desire for you, and maybe even trying to temper that a little bit to not let themselves like do something that would be a mistake. It's probably why I'm seeing patience, wait. There's an opportunity, and maybe believing it's going to happen and waiting on it to actually pan out, of blending back together. Or it could just be them like, okay, wait to present this opportunity. They want to. And surrounding that king are twos, and twos are choices. So I've got Two of Pentacles, which is a choice between these two physical things that I can't have both of at the same time. It's like weighing my options, looking at the pros and the cons. Like, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Like, will they take me back? Won't they take me back? It's like, it's 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of an energy. Not fully decided yet, and I'm going back and forth about these options. It's tied directly to this Ace of Pentacles. Like, can we advance to this next level of like recombining here is what this looks like. Or even just combining together to begin with. However that resonates for you. But then on the other side of the king, we have another choice. This is the Two of Wands. It's Aries energy. This is a fork in the road. It's a crossroads. It's a decision point. And it's a decision about what is it that I really want my life to be like? What do I want my world to be like? And which of these two paths is going to get me there? But it's more than just which path gets me there, because you can't turn left and right at the same time. So you got to like pick one and leave the other one behind. So this is also a choice about which path am I leaving behind. It's kind of odd here that I've got the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands in the same column, but they're kind of descending order. It's like backing down on that wand energy, that passion, desire. Typically they happen Two Wands, then Three of Wands, not three and then two. Because here you make the choice about which path am I going down. And here you've already chosen the path, and you've already started taking the steps to get the thing you want, and it just hasn't panned out yet. So I don't know how to take that. I don't know if that's why there's this element of patience here, because maybe they've already offered you this opportunity to rebirth the connection, or to birth it to begin with, however that plays out for you. They're thinking about some decision for sure, related to what they want, and whether or not I'm going to get it is what it looks like. Let's take a look at this person's intentions toward you, Virgo. What are this person's intentions toward Virgo in March 2025? Thank you. Underlying their intentions, Judgment. So they're intending to get some sort of a final decision here. I see them in their thinking, debating about it, and at decision point about it. This is the final decision. This is either A, we're calling it dead and over with and there's no coming back, or B, this is about resurrecting it, calling it back from the grave, bringing it back to life. So I've got two cards out here that could indicate reconciliation. I think that's what your person is trying to get with you. Right behind Judgment is the Four of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This is about not being fully emotionally happy or content with what I have in front of me. And I'm daydreaming about this other cup, this other thing that I believe would lead me to my happiness and my fulfillment. I don't quite have that yet. Now, sometimes this is a person who, like, there's already a love offer on the table from them, and the love offer hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just kind of been left hanging here in the air with nothing really being done about it. And they're wanting a decision on it. Now, sometimes this could represent that they're contemplating making this love offer to you, but they're not doing it, probably out of fear of being rejected. So I'm not sure whether they've already made the offer or they're just debating about making the offer right now, but they're intending to get a decision on that. Yeah, Two of Cups, the connection. Like again, it's a two though. It's a choice about the connection, and they're intending to get a choice about it because they're not happy with the way things are right now. Death is behind that Two of Cups. They're not happy that this is dead and over with, because they still feel like the power of this connection here, and they still have all these feelings. That's the same cards in the same order, and you've seen me shuffle it like 3 times. When I look at what actually is in their intention, Seven of Wands, the Fool, the High Priestess. The Seven of Wands is Leo energy. This is a defensive energy. This is defending my position on something, defending my stance on something, being willing to fight to defend or protect something that I believe in, something that I want, something that's important to me. Sometimes this is being willing to fight for the connection. I have the Fool here, which is the first card of the whole major arcana, the first card of the whole tarot deck. It's card 0. So this is a literal new beginning at something where I don't know what the steps are. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I'm just going to leap off the cliff. I'm going to go for it, and I'll worry about how to grow wings on my way down. I'll figure this out as I go. This is about like, let's just do it, and we'll figure it out as we go. I think this person like gets to the point where in their intentions, they're intending to fight for this connection. They're intending to try to get what they want, to just, you know what, screw it. I'm tired of debating it. I'm just going to go for it. Also in their intentions is the High Priestess. This is she who knows. Like, this is the intuition, the unconscious mind. It's the gut feelings, the signs, the synchronicities, dreams that have a message in it. It's some form of internal knowing, internal guidance where they're being guided towards something. They're probably intending to follow what their intuition is telling them. In a love reading, she can also represent that this person feels that the connection is deeper than just something physical. It's deeper than just emotional. Like they feel this pull to it that maybe they can't quite explain. I think they're going to follow their end. At least this is what they're intending to do. But you know how people are. Sometimes we'll say we're going to do something and then we'll not do it. So let's make sure this person's most likely actions actually match what their intentions are. What are this person's most likely actions as it relates to Virgo in March 2025, please? Okay. Underlying their most likely actions, Queen of Pentacles. That's Capricorn energy, but this can be a feminine earth sign energy. So this could represent you. This is usually like a wife type of an energy. It doesn't have to be like legally married wife, but it could be like a fiance or a stable, committed person that I'm trying to build my life around, making this person the centerpiece of my home and my family kind of an energy. I did see 10 of Pentacles, which I get when people are like living together, engaged, married, things like that. But they're clearly viewing you as the person that they're trying to build their life with. I've got 6 of Swords behind it. This is Aquarius energy of moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving the rough, choppy waters of the past behind you or behind them and trying to move forward into the future toward what they want. There's a couple of implied things that come with the 6 of Swords. First, the 5 of Swords has already happened, or we wouldn't be at the 6. So there's already some mentally and psychologically painful situation or event has happened, whether that's a betrayal, whether that's a big fight, an argument, a breakup, something like that. Something painful has already happened, and there's nothing they can do to change that because it's already happened. Where their real influence lies is in the future moving forward. And do I carry the burden that painful thing caused into the future with me so it keeps weighing me down and holding me back? Or do I learn a lesson from that painful thing and carry that lesson forward so that something like that doesn't ever happen to me again? So there's this idea of leaving behind some painful thing as it relates to you and moving forward. Probably they want to do that together is what it looks like. It's just a matter of, are you going to accept that or not? And I think they're intending to just go for it. What they're most likely to do is get stuck in their head about, are we moving forward together, or are you leaving me behind, is kind of what that feels like. And this is them being stuck grinding on that and not sure and not having all the answers. I think this is a person who probably doesn't know what your response is going to be to this. That's underlying what they're most likely to do. What they're actually most likely to do: Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, King of Swords. Page of Wands is the minor arcana version of the Fool that we see in the center of their intentions. So this is them intending to just say, you know what, screw it, I'm going for it. I'm going to leap off the cliff and I'll worry about it on the way down. This is more like, I have the willingness to take the very first steps down this path, but I ain't leaping off no cliffs all willy-nilly here. Like, this is, I'll dip my toe in the water and see, and maybe we'll make some adjustments from there. But this is sometimes communications about passion and desire. So it can be passionate messages. It can be just someone expressing interest or expressing desire, talking to you about what they want, talking to you about wanting to fight for this connection, and maybe not sure if you'll take me back and do we have an opportunity here, but like wanting to take the first step toward that. This is like probably what they're going to do. Wheel of Fortune, like they're trying to take this first step into turning things around. If the Wheel of Fortune comes out and things are already going great, this means shit's going to go to hell in a handbasket. And if things have already gone bad, which it looks like they have, this would be them like turning the wheel the other way, trying to correct course, trying to put us back on the right track here and like straighten this thing back out. Like recalibrate it. That's what they want, and it's just a matter of going for it. And see, this Wheel of Fortune, this pivotal moment that can change everything, is got the Fool and the Page of Wands beside it. So they're going to go for it, and they're going to, like, on some level, try to turn this around. This is part of what's going to be in their way, though. This is the King of Swords is the very logical, rational decision-making energy. It's someone who's very smart, but it's also someone who is emotionally detached when they make their decisions. They toss their emotions out the window. They don't want the emotions to get involved in their decision-making. Now, this doesn't mean this person doesn't have emotions, although when I'm looking, I don't see a single cup card out here. And that doesn't mean they don't have emotions. This is usually a person who doesn't like what their emotions feel like. They don't like the message that their emotions are delivering to them. So they try to like push that aside and not let that influence what they're going to do. Also, this would be like common sense and logic and reason talking to them. Like what they want to do is get back together with you and just go for it. But it's something that they're debating about it. I saw them stuck with the Eight of Swords at least once, and now their intuition is telling them something. This might be like a conflict between their head and their heart showing up here, where emotions are telling me to do this one thing and common sense is going, dude, back that down. Don't go leaping off these cliffs willy-nilly. Like, back it down a notch. Don't get your hopes up too high. Don't get your hopes up that this is going to be turned around and corrected here. Doesn't mean they don't want it. It usually just means that they're trying to not get their hopes up because they don't want to get the rug yanked out from underneath them if you decide, no, we're not going to go for another lap here. Like, we're not going to do this, go around the block on the same bullshit again. So that's where your person is, Virgo. Let's take a look at the advice for you as we move through March 2025. How should you navigate this? What should you do? What should you not do? How should you play this so it works out in the way that's best for you? So let's put the advice for Virgo, please. I don't know if you're dealing with a Taurus person, but the Taurus reading seems to be like very similar to this. Like, if you are, you may want to watch that one too, because it might have some more insights for you here. But I'm getting very similar feeling, a lot of the same cards. Underlying your advice, Virgo. Queen of Pentacles. I saw that underlying their most likely actions. So I've got it here in both decks now. This, like I said, is Capricorn energy. It's wife energy, whether that's actual wife or just like this person that I want to build my life around. That's what's showing up here. Four of Wands right behind it. This is Aries energy. I've got the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, and now the Four of Wands. That is the story of manifesting. I decided what I wanted. I started taking the actions to get the thing that I wanted, and now the thing that I wanted has arrived and it is materialized in front of me, and I can celebrate not only its arrival, but the stability of it in reality. That is sometimes a card of like celebrations of home and family. It would be like stability of the home, stability of the family life, stability of the connection. Often that is like a marriage card. The Hierophant, the Ten of Pentacles would be. I think I saw the Ten of Pentacles in underlying energy. I don't see the Hierophant, but I've got some cards now that could indicate either you were married or you were going down the path towards something or living together or something like that. And then I've got the Magician in the background of this, like the Master Manifester trying to create this. So this feels like it's giving you a heads up on what's going on here. Now, that could also be saying that that's what you are trying to create, this idea where you could be the centerpiece of a home and a family where there's stability. That would be a fine goal to have. What actually came out in your advice? Ace of Cups, the Hermit, the Seven of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so now I'm seeing a new layer to the story that wasn't necessarily in their energy here, because they're so focused on the opportunity to reconcile. I don't think we picked up on this piece. We'll get to that in a second. In your advice, the Ace of Cups, this is a new beginning in love and emotions. So this can be a new beginning with a brand new person. This could be filling the cup back up between the two of you and kind of starting over from square one. I think that's what you need to figure out what you want. The Hermit is Virgo's major arcana card. This is about withdrawal, isolation. I get this card a lot when communication shuts down. I get this card a lot when someone ghosts you, or when a situation happens and you don't ever get closure from it because you don't ever get talked to. You don't ever get the answers. You're left on your own to like do soul searching and deep inner reflection and figure out what to do moving forward. What adjustments do I make about myself so I can move forward the right way? So I don't know if this person had a new physical opportunity and their wand was what was making their decisions for them and not their head. We see the head showing up down here at the end, but first we see the wand making the decisions. Right behind that King of Wands is the Two of Wands, a choice that's wand related, passion, desire related. I got the Fool out here, which could be taking unnecessary risks outside of connection. I got defensive energy, like, nah, I didn't do that. Could have been a case where they did something behind your back that they weren't supposed to be doing, and maybe you're still trying to like wrap your mind and get closure around this new cup, this new thing that they brought in. Maybe this is telling you, hey, if they're trying to get back with you and fill this cup back up, you need to do some soul searching about that. You need to look inside yourself for the answers, not to them for the answers, not to someone external to you for the answers. The answers are in you, and you need to go in there to get them. Meaning, like, what is it that you actually want related to this cup of love? And can you get past whatever it was that happened that made it so that they're even trying to get back with you to begin with? Like, that implies they did something dumb that caused a breakup to happen, hence them trying to get back with you instead of just being with you. So that's what this looks like. It's telling me here is Seven of Swords, King of Wands. King of Wands is right out here in the center of their thinking. That's the passion, desire related decision maker here. Knowing what I want, going after it. But like I said, pinnacle of the wand suit. Passion, desire, sexual energy, driven and motivated by such. And I've got that with the Seven of Swords, which is Aquarius energy of lying, cheating, stealing, deception, sneaking around behind your back, trying to get away with something. Could be a case where it's saying, hey, that happened. You probably are aware that that happened. Can you look inside yourself and become okay with this and move on with them and fill the cup back up? Or does this mean you need a new opportunity? I've got this Ace of Pentacles out here as your final card in your advice. That was the first card in their feelings about you. This new opportunity. It's weird. I have to ask this question because I didn't see any cups in their energy. I didn't see any love and emotions out here. I see all this like wanting to get back together, but typically I would want to get back with you because I love you. And it's weird. I see the cup of love in your energy. The opportunities here too. But are they wanting to get back with you because you got a new opportunity? Like, it could be that you have a new cup of love. A new person has shown up for you, and now you have an opportunity, and maybe they're not digging that opportunity, and maybe that's why they're trying to come back and get reconciliation. It's not because I love you. It's because you have a new opportunity, and I don't necessarily like that. That's something to consider. That's probably why you've got the Hermit. There's something here that you need, whatever question it is that you have about them, whatever question it is that you have about this relationship, and should you or should you not move forward in it, the answer to that is inside you. There's a piece that you need to be okay with. And if you're not, you need to move on and go with a new opportunity. So I think that's the most important piece of your advice, is like the answer is in you already.